Hey guys, what's going on? I'm trying one more time to film with this Canon. I really gotta make this thing work. I paid a lot of money for this camera, so I really needed this thing to work. Today, we gotta work. We gotta work 12 freaking hours. 12 freaking hours. Yep, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Or, sorry, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. It's gonna suck. Which means I just got out of bed. According to that clock back there, I'm late. According to this clock here, I'm really early. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, in case you're wondering. I just got out of bed. I need a coffee. And I need to pack up that new laptop because it's coming with me to work so I can movies and stuff, because let me tell you, nothing's more busier than a Saturday night at the office when everybody's at home drinking beer. The day shift, a little bit busy. Night shift, dead as a frickin' doornail. Holy. It gets so boring in there. The one bonus is we get an hour-long lunch and 2 20-minute breaks, but because what was that? Okay, that's it, you guys down. But basically, you probably can just hear the coffee machine now. You can hear me. Basically, what I do on these shifts is instead of taking the 20-minute, 2 20-minute breaks and the 1 hour-long lunch, is I normally take a single, I take two 20-minute breaks, and then I break up the hour-long lunch into 4 15-minute breaks. Just so, every 2 hours, I can go outside and get some fresh air. And I usually walk around when I do that too. But also on this shift, what I do, see, our office at work is about, I would say, 120 feet long, maybe or so. I don't know. I can pace it 120 feet one way and 120 feet the other way. So I know when I go from boss to boss, because there's one boss's desk is at one end of the room, the other boss is at the other end of the room. So when I walk from boss to boss and back, it's about 240, 250 steps. So you do that 4 times, there's your 1,000 steps, right? So what I'm bad for at work is I'm a pacer, as you guys already know, because you see me in these vlogs pacing around like an idiot all the time, especially when I forget where the hell I put my stuff. So I'll do that on my night shifts, eh? I'll just walk back and forth between the desks when it gets my coworker a little bit. Like last night, he's like, man, can you just sit down? And I'm like, no, I gotta get my steps in, bud. Gotta do something. Like, we're sitting here doing nothing. Gotta do something. Gotta stay active. Gotta stay focused. Gotta keep my eye on that prize. What prize? I don't know yet, but gotta keep my eye on that prize. That one day, physically fit enough to be awesome. Because right now, I'm still a fat blob of shit. So, my Keto coffee, bulletproof coffee, is ready. Gonna grab this and bring it upstairs. I'm gonna do some dicking around on that laptop and figure it out. Have some coffee and figure out. I should have bought a case for it or something to bring to work, but I guess I can use the one for the old Dell laptop, seeing how it's no longer in use. Because I'm going to be leaving that one here while I bring the new one places with me. So, I might as well sit back here at the gaming rig while I figure all this shit out. Let's do this. Old Dell, new Dell. Old Dell, new Dell. Old Dell, new Dell. Yeah, man, look at the difference in thickness on these things. Like, this one here with the lid closed is the same size as the freaking body on this one here. And the weight difference, like, this is so much lighter. This thing here, it's like lifting a freaking cinder block. This laptop here is the one that they sent me in 2013, I believe it was. This is the Dell Inspiron 7520. It's a nice rig. Like, it's really heavy though, except when you try to open it. It's got a backlit keyboard, your standard mouse pad, some extra hot buttons up top. I did a review on this one here. It's got a decent webcam onto it. It's not a bad laptop, like, it's pretty good. It's got an i7, 3rd generation, 2.2 gigahertz. You know, it did a good job. It edited a bunch of videos. It works great. I can't really fault this computer. It was a good computer. It still is a good computer. You know, it's got an i7. It's fast. It can't play many modern video games, mind you, but as far as doing workstation tasks, she'll hold up to with the best of them. So can't really fault it. However, this one here is no longer going to be my Traveler, because it's being replaced with this Ryzen Core one. So I installed Sony Vegas onto it, and we're going to, I don't know, we're going to give it a try, I guess, and see how well it renders remotely. Because if I'm going to carry this thing around with me, I need to know that. Because that's things I need to know. I've noticed back in the past when I film with this camera, and if there was going to be noise on the video, there was actually noise on the display. I'm not really noticing any noise on the display. Well, I am a little bit, but it's not as bad as it used to be. And I wonder because when I got this camera, like there's different modes you can shoot in for color correction, or I don't know what the exact term is. Like, I guess different filters you can use. And one of them is movie neutral. The other one was movie vivid. And I'm wondering if maybe I had it in one of those modes, and maybe that's what was generating a lot of the noise. Like, I don't know. We'll see how this video turns out. Because if that's the case, then I solved the problem. But if that's not the case, then Houston, we still have a problem. I gotta pee. So it's been about 2 months now since I started this keto diet. I actually started it, okay, what are we today? Okay, well, it's been a month since I've owned the Fitbit, and I started keto a month before, and my pants won't stay up 1 second. There we go, that's better. So yeah, it's been about, about 2 months, maybe a little over 2 months since I started this diet. And originally, when I started, like when I got the news about being potential type 2 diabetes, I basically started changing the way I was eating. I think I mentioned this before, where I stopped eating, you know, I'd buy a bag of chips now and then, but I wouldn't do it every night, and that's how bad it was at one point. Then when I realized that wasn't really working to my benefit, and then I started keto, that's when I started noticing that now I can use my weight scale again, because this thing only goes up to 300 pounds. Once you exceed 300 pounds, the damn thing just puts down ERR on the screen because its sensor can't pick you up. So that kind of sucks, right? Like if you step on a scale and it says error, that's when you realize there's a problem. And for the longest time, I had no idea what my weight was because the battery died on the thing. I thought the scale was broken, but the battery died, mainly because Puppy and Kitty like to step on it, and all you gotta do is touch it and it turns on, right? So if they step on it or walk across it at night, it goes off, and it's kind of sort of like in their walking path. Like Scampers usually likes to brush up against that computer and then go up there, jump on that chair, and then go up and eat her food. Where Oreo, he might be going to get a drink of water and he'll step on the scale and set it off. I've seen it happen. So when the scale's constantly being turned on and off throughout the day, it's going to deplete the battery. And I think I showed you guys what kind of battery that thing uses. It's like one of those little silver CR2030 or 3023s or whatever they are. Those watch batteries that are really about the size of a dime. So they don't really have much capacity in them to begin with. And like, it's a weigh scale, right? Yeah, the manual I remember said 3 years of battery life. But I don't think they considered a dog or cat walking on it. I guess they expect you to have it in an area where your dog and cat can't get to it. There's no room in my bathroom. The only spot there is room, there's carpet. Yes, carpet in the bathroom. Stupid, right? I know. It's not recommended to use a scale on carpet because it'll throw off the reading. Because you step on it, it sinks in. There's impact. It'll give you a false reading, like every time. So I was like, yeah, better not use it on carpet. It's fine if you have like that, like the high pile or that low impact carpet, that really thick shit that isn't too bad. But the carpet in the bathroom's kind of cushy, so it's not really the best. But I did a lot of research from back in the day of things that I used to eat and my meals, and I understand how I got this big. Like, guys, on these Saturday shifts back in the day, for the whole, right now it's officially been a year and a month that I've been working after hours. I used to bring to work on the Saturday shift, I would stop off at the grocery store, and I shit you not, I'd buy a bag of pepperettes, like the Schneider's pepperettes, which aren't too bad if you have a couple. If you fuck over the whole pouch, that's a lot. Okay, I'd buy a bag, a family bag, not just a bag of Doritos, a family size bag of Doritos. Now that's like 500 and some odd grams of nachos. Okay, I would also buy a box of pizza pockets, the 4-packs, like the Pillsbury Doughboy kind, the ones from the commercial where Buddy bites into him and his car's covered in tomato paste. I'd also pick up, and this is the worst, a box, or like a half a dozen donuts. Like half a dozen donuts, a 2-liter bottle of Coke. Sometimes I'd buy the bullet pack, as I called it, which was 710 milliliter bottles of Coke, which was 4.2 liters of Coke, equivalent to 2 great big bottles of Coke, and I would kill those in a 12-hour shift. So that's 4.2 liters of sugar. I did the math, and on one of those night shifts, I was consuming close to like 10,000 calories. No wonder I got to the way I was. Even like here, the way I was eating here. I don't have any craft dinner left, which is probably shocking for some of you. At least I don't think I have any left. No, I don't see any, because I basically ate all that. But I'm pretty sure a box of KD, I don't have any kicking around in here, do I? No, I don't. But a box of craft dinner's got to be up there, because they say it's 3 servings. And I used to kill a box of that by myself some nights. 2 boxes. You know, like, I thought I had those mashed potatoes in here. I do. Back when I used to make this shit, mashed potato puree. For 1/4 of the bag is 100 calories. Or sorry, prepared is 160 calories. I used to eat the whole thing. So that would be 600, just for the potatoes, guys, 640 calories. 4 grams of fat, 84 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of protein. Okay. I used to eat a pack of this, plus I'd make like 1 or 2 pork chops, or 1 or 2 steaks, or just a really big 600 gram steak. A 600 gram steak, guys, is about 1,400 calories. So in my supper alone, I was taking in more calories than I do now in a day. Okay? That's what I'm getting at, is like, a lot of people think keto is this magical diet that you eat fat food, like food that's rich in fats. It teaches your body, oh, you need to burn fat now for energy because you're eating fat. All it does is it helps you hit your CISO goals, the calories in, calories out, by basically consuming fat that is super rich. Therefore, your body no longer is hungry, because fat tells your body that you're full. Your body will burn, yes, your body will have to burn fat for energy because your carb intake is so low that it can only burn that for a couple seconds. And then it goes, well, shit, we're out of carbs, time to start pulling from the fat stores. And that's why keto works, is because your CISO will be really off. Like, yesterday, I took in 1,600 calories in the entire day, and I burnt 3,400. That's an 1,800 calorie deficit. Now, there's people online who say that 3,600 calories equals 1 pound of fat. I don't know how true that is. I'm no dietitian. Guys, I'm still researching the shit out of this. Every night at work, like we just got off at 2 easy nights at work. Tonight's gonna be a 3rd. I am non-stop researching different keto recipes, because, you know, I'm getting kind of tired of eating the same shit all the time. Cauliflower and broccoli in a pressure pot, and, you know, mashed cauliflower, it's potatoes and the crack slaw and all that. So I'm looking up different ideas, different recipes that I can try and see what I like. I do like the mac and cheese with the cauliflower. That's freaking delicious. I don't care what anybody says. I found some more fat bombs I want to try. I got to go to Bins and Bins. They require some coconut, shaved coconut, or whatever they call that there, and some honey, which I don't have any of, but you gotta buy the good kind, not the store-bought kind, because the store-bought kind is usually artificial as frig. Like, the only recipe in honey should just be honey. You shouldn't have, you know, a massive ingredient list of different shit that you can't pronounce. So I need to get that stuff. I think basically what these are, I gotta get, well, I got the chocolate bar still, so I'll be using that. They said to use dark chocolate chips and melt them down, but what's the difference between dark chocolate chips and 85% cacao chocolate bar? Because you gotta drizzle the chocolate onto them. And it makes these little Timbit, like, or I guess you guys in the US call them munchkins, like treats. So I want to make those one of these days. I don't know, maybe tomorrow might give it a go. I don't know. But yeah, last weekend, or last time I worked a shift like this, my shopping was very, very, very different. Still went to Fresco, like I always do before I go into my shift, except I bought weird shit, like cold cut chicken, just the cold cuts. The whole package was not too bad. Can't remember the actual specs. I bought a big container of spinach. Instead of bag of chip, a big container. It was 6 cups of spinach. Now, let me get my nutrition thingy up here, and I'll give you some spectorals. Yeah, today I'm 731 calories in, 2,000 calories out, where I'm at today. All I've eaten was 2 servings of pork rinds, some raw almonds, my regular 23 almonds, and the coffee today. Okay, so let's go up here and let's go to plus. Where's spinach? spinach. So 1 cup of spinach is 48 calories, and I buy a 4-cup container. So that's about, what, 192 calories, which you can burn off in 2 hours or less. Like, I can do 15 minutes a hit and burn 200 calories, like that. But you get all the good shit, right? You get the, well, it's only 1.717 grams of fat. It's got like 2 grams of carbs and 6.15 grams of protein. Good old proteins, boys. You need that. And the dietary fiber. I need that. Because lately, let me tell you, taking a dump hasn't been a good thing. You know, sometimes I buy the salami. Salami is friggin' amazing. Nutrition fact. So 10 slices of salami is 350 calories, but it's 4.63 grams of fat per slice and 0.12 grams of carbs. 0.1 grams of carbs per slice. So you eat 10 of them, you get 1 carb. Who cares? And 3.2 grams of proteins. So I would buy a pack of that, a pack of salami, sometimes a pack of chicken. There was other things that I bought too that I brought, I can't remember. I think it was just pork rinds and almonds, but I got almonds at work. We got pork rinds. We'll probably end up buying a bag tonight. And I also tend to just pace the office just to burn off calories too. It's a 12-hour shift. I like to make sure I'm prepared because I really don't like leaving there. And if I did leave there, there's really nowhere to go. There's absolutely nothing open in this shit town except for fast food restaurants like Rotten Ronnie's or, you know, so on and so forth. I can't really eat that kind, and they can't really serve their food the way I need it. Like Wendy's and A&W, you go there, you order a burger, and you say, hey, can you serve that on a lettuce bun? And they'll do it, because they get lettuce that they can do that with. McDonald's, however, they order their lettuce pre-shredded in a bag. So they can't make a lettuce bun burger, which is really upsetting, because sometimes I crave a Big Mac. It's been a while, but sometimes it happens, especially working with the guy I work with at work there, because Jesus Murphy, every night it's either a puts in a Big Mac or a fucking burrito. All the guy does is eat out. Surprised he's not like 700 pounds, because that's what happened to me when I was living that life. All I gotta say is changing the diet was one thing, and I don't know what it is, but I can actually say this, guys. I kind of feel like my old self. Like before even picking up this camera back in 2009 when I started vlogging on ScrewTube, I feel like myself back in 2004. Which, yeah, it's 14 years ago. It's a long fucking time. Take it easy. That's how I feel. Like I have the energy. I have the go. When I lay down in bed, I fall asleep right away. No more tossing and turning and I can't sleep, I can't sleep. Okay, I had a couple bouts of insomnia, but, you know, about here and about there is way better than having it every night and having to resort to medicinal marijuana just to fall asleep. I haven't had to use that shit in over a month. I've just been able to fall asleep at night. You don't know how cool that is. Well, some of you might. So, yeah, I feel great. I feel like I'm full of shit and vinegar and ready just to fucking have at her. Probably why I've been making a lot more videos lately. I was down and depressed before. I just didn't want to pick up the camera. I couldn't be bothered because I knew I was going to come across the camera as a depressed sob, you know? And now I kind of want to make more videos, even though there's no monetary gain in it and it's just me blabbing. There's not really much going on in my life, because I think this is the year where I'm going to focus more on me, as in hitting my goals physically, getting myself where I want to be. And then next year it's going to be, I want to call it the year of fun, but I don't want you guys to construe that as I'm just gonna go out and get drunk and get fat again. That's not the case. I mean, a year of things will be different, things will change, but I need to hit my goals. I gotta keep my game tight. You know what I mean? That's what I gotta do. Alright guys, got a lot of shit on me and I'm losing my pants. I got my belt, but I haven't tied it up because I'm gonna go rock a piss before we head off to work. I'm also not using the monopod right now because we're gonna do a drive. Yeah, we're gonna do a drive to work. Woo! Man, I'm thinking if it's nice out tomorrow, I might come out here and ride the tractor in the backyard and clean up this mess. Man, that fan is really loud. That's pretty sad. That's a brand new window fan I bought and it's already broken. What a piece of shit. But I also got something going on in the front yard here that I want to deal with too. And that's right over here. There's like something growing there. I don't quite know what it is. Looks like things have been building holes in my yard. Chipmunks burrowing for nut storage, but like, look at this. It's all dead. It was all weeds. And whatever this is, it's trying to make a comeback, so got a little bit left, a little bit of the weed stuff left. I might hose this area here, kill off all this. I should get some seed and maybe lay it down. But yep, all dead. Dead, dead, dead. That weed stuff worked really well this time around. Mainly because I put too much down. Yeah, that's the trick to that shit. Don't use the bottle it came in. Use your own and overspray. Alright, let's get this friggin' pig started. Make sure the radio's turned off. First stop, Freshco. Let's go get our snacks for the night. Then onward to the office. Man, last night was such a good night to sleep. It was like 11 degrees Celsius out. And I love this, man. Okay, you know how... Wow, that's a long Ford limo. Hopefully that got in the shot. But you know how it's been kind of a warm summer? Well, those stupid meteorologists are at it again. Just like when it was like cold at the beginning of the year and they're like, we're gonna have a cold summer, and then, you know, we got this hot weather and they're like, oh, now we're gonna have a hot summer. Now they're like, this is the beginning of climate change, and going forward we're gonna have super hot summers and blah blah blah, and it's gonna get worse and progressively worse. And where are they getting their information from? Like, who can believe these nut jobs? Holy, like, just because it's warm doesn't mean next summer is going to be a scorcher. Maybe it will be a scorcher. Just like a couple summers past when we were getting plus 45, plus 50 C in friggin' in North Bay. It was so damn hot that you could never walk your dog unless you could find areas like this where there's so much grass on the side of the road your dog could walk on it. Because if your dog's paws touched the pavement, the little bugger started yelping because his feet would catch fire. Like, I swear to Christ, you could have thrown an egg on the ground and cooked it right on the frickin' road. It was so bad. But like, these dummies coming up with all this bullshit, I don't get it, man. Like, it's not gonna be that bad of a summer going forward. It's just the way the world goes, man. Like, yeah, the climate is probably changing due to all the new shit we pump into the air, and everything's got to fight with it. But maybe we should start planting more trees to consume all the carbon monoxide we're dumping into the atmosphere, rather than knocking them down so we can build more houses that people can't afford, for crying out loud. It's the main problem. Everything comes down to the bottom dollar. Gotta make that money. Gotta be rich, so when I die, it doesn't come with me. Like, what the fuck's the point? But no, seriously, it's like this winter. We had that heavy snowfall in November and then December, and they're like, it's gonna be like that all winter. And then January, February, and March, I barely ever ran the blower because we didn't get much snow and it warmed up. And then they're calling for a super hot summer because it warmed up, and it's like, you guys are predicting the future based on today. Smarten up, pull your fingers out of your ass, and figure it out. Like, come on. What the hell's that? Mercedes. Oh, Mercedes. Hey, it's a Mercedes, mate. Fucking Mercedes. Okay, well, I'm gonna park where it's easy, because I like it easy. I just cock blocked that truck, but I don't know what the hell he was planning on doing, but you can eat a fine one. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my shit. I'll burb. Man, since I quit smoking, I can smell a smoker from a fucking mile away, let me tell you. Holy, there's a guy at the door there just hauling away on a dart. And I smelled it the moment I got into my truck. And I smelled it the moment I got close to him. Let me tell you, it's what a good smell. I'm not gonna make that turn. It looks like this Okay, so let's get off to work. A lot of babes shopping today, let me tell you. Must be some wicked parties happening, because a lot of them have potato chips in their baskets. Gotta make sure to have snacks out when you're gonna have friends over for the liquors. Oh yeah, is this light bugged? I have a feeling this light's bugged again. Oh no, it's fine. There's a couple lights in town that you can literally sit at them for a fucking year and they'll never change. And then there's other lights where you get to them, the sensor picks you up and it starts changing right away. It's not too bad. But one thing I gotta say is, okay, a lot of people think that when you go on a diet it's gonna cost you a lot of money. Before, on these night shifts, I used to spend about 40 bucks on snacks. Today, I'm at $17 on snacks. And I got higher quality foods, like good foods. Obviously nothing I can cook because the kitchen at work is highly limited. But it's food and it's edible and it coincides with my macros from my diet. So that's a bonus. This camera's a lot heavier than the GoPro. It moves around a lot more on this mount. I just realized that. Hopefully it doesn't cock over the footage too bad, but it is what it is. I'm not pro, I'm amateur. That's another thing you guys got to realize with me is I'm self-taught video editing. I'm self-taught camera equipment. I'm still learning about shit like ISOs and shutters and exposure, and there's another term in there. I don't know what the hell it's called, but all that, I'm still learning all that stuff. With my friggin' DSLR, guys, when I'm snapping photos of it, like when I took pictures of the truck and stuff with the DSLR, I just set it to auto, press and hold it till it focuses, and then pull the trigger. I don't mess with any of the settings because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And that's the problem with this camera here. Oh shit. Okay, drop that story, got a new one. Okay, you see how they're doing construction right here? Okay, well, it's not too bad this way. There's a lot of room this way. But you see that other lane? Doesn't it look a little narrow? Okay, well, my truck fits through it kind of snug. She's a little snug. But this morning when I was coming home from work, there was a guy in a bigger truck than mine. He had the dualies out back, so he had a tire beside a tire. It's like 4 tires on the back axle, if you will. Well, I'm going through and I'm just, you know, not really having any problems. I'm able to do it. He starts going through and Jesus Murphy, he's bumped. Like, I'm looking at my rearview mirror and I can see the cones folding, not folding over, but like getting moved around and stuff as the ass end of his truck, because it kind of darts out a bit, right? The fender flare kind of darts out. And the fender flares were catching the cones and moving them around. It was kind of funny. I guess you had to be there. Like this big ass mofo dually truck with diesel, because it was, you had that sound, just bumping all those cones around. You'll see what I mean by the narrowness on the way home. Oh, I can't wait to start shooting that scene. The way home, that's going to be a good scene to shoot. That means I'm done work. I get a day off. Yay! That's right, guys. Sunday is my day off. Anyway, we're almost in Methtopia, which is around where I work. So I'm gonna shut the camera down, and I guess we'll talk to you guys on the way home. All right, peace out. What's going on, guys? Sunday morning, 7 a.m. Just got out of work. Oh man, feels good to get out of work. Friggin' windows are all wet and stuff from all the... It's cold out right now. Well, I shouldn't say it's cold. It's nice out. It's 13 degrees Celsius out. It's probably not going to stay like that for too long. She's going to shoot up today. But it's the way she goes. Oh, man. Those 12-hour shifts are a killer. I know some people out there actually work longer shifts, and I know how it is, and not that I'm bitching or anything, it's just I wish I had stuff to do. Like, I had stuff to do, but not work stuff. Like, nothing went down last night. It was just dead, but we gotta be there in case something does break, and we gotta get on it, right? It's welcome to the wonderful world of IT. Someone's gotta be there in case shit hits the fan, and someone's gotta act. And that someone was me. Thank God I have my laptop, but I found a new flaw with the laptop. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you this here on this side of the road. I mentioned that on the, man, that camera wobbles around a lot. She's a lot heavier than the GoPro though, that's for sure. But on this side of the road, the pylons are a little bit sketchier. It's a little bit more narrow than the other side of the road. Like, going through it's not a big deal, you just drive, right? But that dually was like, I'm looking in my rearview mirror, watching them go through, and I can just see the pylons like folding, moving over as he's hitting them with the rear fenders there, because she's kind of fat in the ass end. But I know I found a new flaw with that laptop. Certain movies, not all of them. I was able to watch Deadpool 2 and that played fine. I was able to watch Infinity Wars, that played fine. But then I decided to watch the Pure Ownage movie, and in windowed mode, it played fine. The moment I put it in full screen mode, anything that was red turned blue. Really screwed up the video quality. And that was in VLC to boot. So I tried some basic troubleshooting. I turned off hardware acceleration. Nope, that didn't do anything. So I headed to the forums and started doing some searching, and I discovered I'm not the only one having this problem. And it's not a problem with Dell. It's a problem in general with that chipset. And it's not just the laptops that are suffering from it. Desktops running the what is it, the 2400G and the 2200G, those new APUs they released for desktops, the Ryzen 4-core 8-thread APUs. Apparently the onboard graphics is kind of shite. Like, those ones there are running Ryzen 11, I think it is, the desktop counterparts. Mine runs, sorry, not Ryzen, Vega 11. Mine runs Vega 8. The 2700U, which is the bigger version of my processor, is a 2.2 gigahertz. Mine's a 2 gigahertz standing clock. Mine turbo boosts to 3.6. The 2.2 gigahertz turbo boosts to 3.8, I believe it is. Basically, everybody was saying that they're having this problem. Some people were having it with Acers, some people are having it with homebrews, like homemade friggin' clones, if you will. They just couldn't perform. Like, this is a friggin' problem. AMD needs to get on this and fix it. Some people tried installing the AMD Adrenaline package. Nobody had success. They're all like, come on AMD, let's go. Like, we didn't buy your product and not have it work. Like, and I don't blame them. I'm on the same boat. I'm kind of upset that this laptop is doing this here because AMD's not supporting their product. Like, let's go, pitter patter. Obviously your forums are blowing up over this. You should probably already have your dev team on it. So we'll see what happens in a bit there, and we'll see if we get a new video card update that will resolve this problem, because so far that's a major setback. I don't see anybody on the Intel forums blaming the GMA cards acting weird, except for the fact that the Ryzen Vega 8 should be just blowing them out of the water for gaming. But Not if you're playing the game and it's giving you psychedelic friggin' acid trip colors, because what the hell are you gonna do with that? Oh, it just feels good to get out of there and come home and know I got today off. But I am super tired, boys. Super tired. I am ready to go to sleep. Crash out. Wake up. I might even do another video today. I don't know. I'm really into making the videos. I'm really into it. It just sucks that I'm so far ahead. Should probably tame her down until I can get caught up and then go. Or shorten up when my videos launch so I can get more out. That's another option. Anyway, I'm almost home. I'll chime back in then. Alright, peace. Well guys, this is the second time I shoot this scene because I had a memory card error, whatever the hell that means. Anyway, what I've decided was the videos that I have on the channel now, I have them going up staggered 2 days in a row, or every other day. I'm going to go ahead and change that so that they're uploaded every day until I run out. Now, I don't want you to get excited and think that there's going to be a video every day. I'm not going back to daily vlogging. I just want to get to a point where, because I made a lot of content over the past little bit, I've been in a great mood. I feel great about myself. I got my energy back. I feel good. I can sleep at night. Insomnia is not such a big thing. And I like creating content. The whole reason why I was doing the staggered videos and videoing in advance was I thought maybe I'll give the videos more exposure and get more views. But then I'm thinking to myself, why? Why do that? What's that gonna... That's not gonna accomplish anything. So I said, screw it. People want daily vlogs. I'll just take all the videos I have now and stage them over the days so that a new video comes out every day until I run out of content. And that way there, when I make a video and upload it, it's more relevant, so it's easier to comment on. Because honestly, some of the comments, I love the comments, guys, don't get me wrong on this, but some of the comments are talking about something and I'm like, what the hell did I do in that video that's triggering this comment? And it's not a bad comment, it's just I forget what the video is about and what I did and what they're talking about. They're like, oh man, at this time, was that Oreo? And I'm like, I don't know, I gotta go watch it. And sure enough, it's Oreo sneezing or doing something or beating up the cat or playing with a toy, biting his fox toy, whatever it may be. And I gotta go watch it and be like, oh yeah, that was Oreo, or no, that wasn't Oreo, that was me closing the garbage can, or you know, whatever the case may be. Like there was one part where on one of the videos I was in the Lazy Susan looking for something and I rolled it and it always makes this like squeaky sound, and somebody thought that was Oreo howling, and I'm like, no, that wasn't Oreo, that was the Lazy Susan. But that's like, I want to be more relevant, more up to date on my content, so I figured, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just set everything to come up day after day after day after day. It's not for monetization, because honestly I don't think that's going to make any extra money. If anything, views are going to drop, but I don't even care about that. I don't care about the views, I don't care about the money, because there's no money in YouTube, and views are views. Whatever happens, happens. So expect a lot more content. Well, this is funny because this is coming out after this is going to take place, so I don't even know why I'm explaining it. Let's just say I kind of went crazy with content creation, uploaded a bunch of shit and went, damn it, stuff's going to come out too late. So that's why you guys got a bunch of videos. Don't expect daily uploads, but at least now when I upload a video, you know I filmed it within the past couple days of it going up. And that's what I want. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead. A lot of other YouTubers are saying click that bell, so I guess you can click that bell. I don't know what the bell does, but if you want to click it. Maybe it'll ring for you. I don't frickin' know. I'm tired. I'm going to edit, set this thing to render. I'm also trying something different. There's a program called Neat Video. I'm trying the demo version, or a trial version, or whatever, to see if it's going to work well with this camera and what you guys think. So let me know what you think of the video quality this time around, if it looks like shit or if it's a little better, or what the case may be. I don't know if Neat Video is going to work. Apparently it's some sort of a denoiser for noisy cameras like this Saab. So if it does work, let me know in the comments below. I didn't want to run out and spend the $100 on the program, so I kind of got a deal down at the Bay. And if it does work and it does kind of solve my problem, I'll probably end up picking up a copy for myself. I'm running an older version of it, mind you. But the trial sucked. The trial's like, you can do a trial, but it's 5 minutes of video at 720p, and I'm like, well, no, this camera at 720p films fine. It's 1080p where it struggles. So if I set it to 720p, all the noise problems goes away and the camera works perfect. So that's not a solution. I need 1080p at friggin' as much time as I want. Anyway, we're gonna try it out. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Did Neat Video work for you? Did it solve the problem of the noise, or did it make things worse? Hey, let a brother know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, people, peace the frig out.